We from the Mystic Rose Collective are here with you today to share our messages of love, peace, healing, and harmony. Today, our message is one of being in alignment with who you truly are, recognizing the masks that you wear, the layers of your being that are not authentic to your soul, that are not authentic to your higher mind, that are not authentic to the divine source, the ones that you use as a shield to protect you from the judgments of others, from the rejection of others, from the abandonment of others. But all the while, when you are molding yourself to please another, you are rejecting and abandoning you. And we know that this is not something that you think of when you think of trying to fit the mold of somebody else's perceptions of you, of the way society thinks you should be, that often it is not a recognition that who you are truly harming and abandoning is yourself. But that is the message we have for you today, to highlight your awareness and to bring you into this level of consciousness where you can see from that perspective that you are denying your source, your higher mind, your soul, the most authentic part of your being from shining through you when you are not true to who you are. When you say yes, when you really feel like it is a no, when you hide your truth, when you shrink into the shadows so that you are not observed by others, when you do not share your gifts with the world because you fear how they will perceive you, when you do things because you think it is a should rather than what is truly in alignment with who you are and what your mission is during this lifetime. All of that is abandoning yourself. All of that is in service of others. And while we do not dismiss the need to be of service to others, in fact, that is the purpose for many people and most people who are aligned with the light, is to be of service to others. But the way that you want to be of service to others is by being authentic to you, by not doing it to please another, but doing it because it is from your heart what you truly feel like giving, what is best for your system to give in a way that lights you up, that fulfills you, that makes you feel whole instead of draining you, instead of depleting you, instead of taking away your sovereignty. And we know that this is a delicate line that you must walk during this lifetime to figure out what is authentically me and what is the shadows of other people's perceptions and wants and desires. And the way to figure this out is by tuning in, by really getting to know yourself, your parts, their motivations, their fears, what they're clinging to, and then getting to know your higher mind by getting to know who you are at a spiritual level, what truly lights you up, what excites you, what fulfills you, what brings you the most pleasure and joy. When you are in alignment with those things, when you are radiating the light and love of spirit from your body, you know that you are being authentic. But anything that is drawing you down into a lower frequency, anything that is causing you to abandon yourself in service of others, of keeping connections with others, of not losing their favor, you know that that is not truly who you are. And instead, what is happening is that you are, in a way, manipulating the perceptions of others by showing them this false face. And we know that word is harsh, and it may be harsh to hear that when you are hiding your true self, it is in a form of manipulation. But in fact, that is the truth because it is not authentic, because it is not truly you, because your motivations are not in alignment with love. Your motivations are in alignment with fear, with being left behind, with being rejected. And what we have to say to these fears of rejection are, it is understandable. You are social creatures. You are birthed in a way where you must depend on the care of others to keep you safe when you are young. And that translates into emotional safety. And you are meant to live in a world where you are connected to others. You're not meant to be the hermit at the top of the mountain all by yourself. You're meant to be in relation with others. But if others in your life cannot handle the true and authentic you, then they are not in resonance with you. And by showing the false face to them, you are keeping someone who is not in resonance with you in your orbit, when other people who are in stronger alignment with your authenticity could be taking their place. And that would lead to more harmonious and loving and deeply connected relationships. But if you cannot show your true self to somebody out of fear that they will leave you, then that relationship is very surface level. It is not deep. It is not truly connected. It is just in orbit with the inauthenticity. Some of you may have a hard time knowing who you truly are at the most authentic level. And to that, we say you get to be an explorer of your internal world. You get to be an explorer of the external world, of the things that call to you, of the things that excite you. We encourage you to start taking notes and a list of the things that you feel called towards. And following that inner knowing towards something that is calling you without any expectations, without any attachment, without thinking, this is the thing I will do for the rest of my life. It does not have to be that. It could just be, I wanted to experience it, and so I went forward and I did, and now I'm going to go and move on to the next thing. There's no attachment. It is just exploration. It is experiences. It is learning. It is allowing yourself to be lit up by the things that delight you. And when they no longer delight you, without any worries or fears or attachments, you just move forward in a different direction. And that is perfectly okay. We know that some people have a hard time with this. Some people like structure and rigid rules and knowing what to expect out of life. And if that brings you comfort, then that is perfectly fine. But we encourage you to look behind that. And is this another mask? Is this another shield for fear? And if the answer is yes, then do the work of embodying more love into your mind and your body and your soul. And so you're led by love rather than by fear. And that is a whole other topic that we will come back to. But for today, what we want you to just really take in the message of allowing yourself to be exactly who you are, to recognize where you are shrinking to fit in, where you are not shining your true light, where you're not following your path and your desires of what lights you up because of the external world, and to see how this is negatively impacting you, because we can promise you that the more authentic you are, the more you are in alignment with your soul, the more that you allow yourself to pursue what feels good, what excites you, what is fulfilling for you, the happier and the healthier you will be. If you are unhappy, if you are unwell, there's a reason for that. an energetic reason for that. There are beliefs at play. There are misalignments at work. And there's an aspect of you that is not allowing yourself to fully be the truth of who you are. That is not allowing you to live in the essence of love. We hope that these words are helpful to you. We hope that you will be able to start examining what is true and what is not true for you, being able to recognize it more in the moment so that you can shift, so you can realign yourself with your authenticity and recognize where more work needs to be done around your fears, around your limiting beliefs. And while walking the path of authenticity may bring about some of the things that you fear, which are loss of relationships or loss of connection, what we can say is that the truly aligned connections will not leave. Or if they do, they will come back when that person is in further alignment with their own authenticity. And while that loss is great, and we understand it can be very painful and hurt, what we would say to that is it creates space for the people who will love you for being exactly who you are. And there's no greater gift in this world than being truly seen by another, being truly witnessed, and being truly loved when you are not wearing any masks. We love you for who you are. We love your masks and all. And with that, our message for today is complete.